very, very special day. My name is Thomas Emmons. I'm a Borough Councilman, member of the Board of Trustees of the Jamesburg Public Library, and as Chairman of the Buildings and Grounds Committee here at the library, I've had the pleasure of developing the proposal for the renovation project and overseeing it over the past couple of weeks. And we would like to thank all of you for coming out and welcome all of you to the new library and helping us bring in this exciting new chapter. We're going to be delivering some brief remarks up here and then cutting the ribbon on our newly renovated building. We're right here in the front. And afterwards we'll take some pictures, so please stay around for that. Help yourself to some of the lollipops that are over there, generously provided by Mayor Lamont. She spent all weekend making them. They're wonderful.
Never make one.
Our in-house volunteer group, Team Library, they're doing a shirt fundraiser over there, so please see Team Library. They're all in the blue t-shirts, you can't miss them. So that's really exciting too. This renovation is a bold investment in our library to make it an asset to our community for many years to come. And the past few years have been difficult ones for the library as we navigate the pandemic and the tropical storm that damaged our building. But, you know, we've tried to make the most of the opportunity that's in front of us to make something new in the library and make it something really new and exciting for the community. It took almost a year to recover from the tropical storm, finishing up the repairs, but we covered a lot of ground during that time. When the repair work was completed, we decided to look at what we could do to better the library for the community. And we assessed the community's current and future needs, listened to the public's feedback and what all of you wanted from the library, how it could be a better service to you. And the cornerstone of this project is the new layout of the library with our updated book collection upstairs. And it has a permanent children's section along with a redesigned patron service area, new stations for technology. Every window has a bench in front of it so you can really read a book as you're browsing the books, which is fantastic. So it's super exciting up there. Hope you get a chance to see upstairs if you haven't already. And down here was transformed into our little community center with tutoring and studying space for students with the whiteboards and tables back there, a little lounge reading area, places just to come and meet, read a book, see friends, work on homework together, and this little multi-purpose space which we're sitting in right now for programs like this, summer programs, which are up and coming, so keep an eye out for those. And the building was freshly painted, new floors installed, new furniture, so it's a really exciting new chapter for everyone here at the library. And we're so glad that you joined us today to see it, and we sincerely hope that you spend some time checking out the books, sign up for a library card if you haven't already, participate in the programs, not just the children's summer program too, but there's going to be other clubs and events that we'll be announcing in a couple of weeks as well. So please stay tuned for that. We have a few remarks from the lovely people you see sitting up here right now. First is our mayor, Martin Murphy. Welcome to the stage.
If you don't know, this is my grandson. So he's with me for everything, and he wanted to come up here and stand while I gave my speech. And I figured since he's the future, I thought it only fitting that grandma and grandson do this. Okay? And my kids came here when they were little too. So thank you for coming to our beautiful new library. It feels new anyway, even though it's old. It's been such a cherished piece of landmark for so long. To finally see it sort of get life back in it is definitely something I know many of us just yearn for. So thank you, Thomas, and all your leadership on this project. And the library does mean many things to many people. And with the changing world in which we live, we needed to make sure that Jamesburg Library would be a place not only for memories, but of value to the future generations. And it was definitely on a wish list I had, and to see it come to life is going to be one of Jamesburg's lasting legacies to carry on. It was a huge undertaking to make this happen, and I would like to say, we have weird book jokes and library jokes. I would like to say we are turning the page and starting a new chapter here in Jamesburg. Some say we can't compete with the large libraries, but we have something even more special. We have a community with a very big heart. We are a family here in Jamesburg, all of us. We may be small, but we are diverse, and we are a strong community, and we are welcoming to everyone. We now have a place to come together, to learn, to share, and where everyone should feel welcome. I really want, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank the members of the library board, our president Rose Spillane. Amy Pratico, Thomas Emmons, Dina Shulman, Ella Fitch, Danielle Paul, and Kimberly Cunha. Our library director, Gabriella Oakley, and the staff of Miles and Arlene, who are just fantastic. So, none of this would have been possible without these amazing people. We will continue to create lasting memories for this library in new and innovative ways, to find ways to engage with our residents through our programs and through just the simple love of reading, to make this the best little library and community center around. And I hope you all join Team Library to help us better serve the community and to be part of the future for generations to come. I did do a proclamation for the library, and it's a little long, but I'll read fast. So whereas libraries connect people, materials, and culture to build and sustain a diverse and vibrant community, in a world undergoing constant change, libraries provide enduring connections to the past and the future of our communities, nations, and civilizations. The expansions of electronic networks, linking libraries and their resources make possible better and more easily accessible information for users. Libraries provide entry to important research about health, economics, housing, environment, and countless other areas to support better living conditions and to help people lead longer, more productive, fulfilling lives. The Jamesburg Public Library offers summer reading programs to encourage children to begin and continue habits of reading that will benefit their personal and professional lives. The Jamesburg Public Library supports a competitive workforce with basic literacy programs, computers, tutoring center, job searching, and other resources to support our businesses and economic development. Jamesburg Public Library engages with the people of Jamesburg with services, spaces, and resources to enrich their lives and the life of the community. It also creates a welcoming environment for everyone to celebrate the joy of literacy, learning, creating, communing, and cultural exchange. So now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Mayor of Jamesburg, proclaim June 8, 2023, Jamesburg Public Library Day, Jamesburg, New Jersey, and encourage all residents to visit our library and thank a librarian for making this unique and wonderful institution possible.
Good job, Grayson.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Mayor. We appreciate all of your support and leadership this whole time, throughout the whole project, and long before as well. Next, I want to welcome to the stage our Library Board of Trustees President, Rosemary Spillane.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. This has been a long journey. I have a few people that I'd really like to thank personally from my heart. And the first person is the Council President, James Spillane, who planted the seed, who gave us the vision. It may have taken 5 years, but we're here. And I want to thank Councilman Thomas Emmons for undertaking the coordination, the restoration of this building. He did a phenomenal job. And a special thank you to our fellow board member, Dina Shulman, for undertaking the new computer system. Without them, we wouldn't be here. And a special thank you to Mayor Ramondi and the Borough Council. All of you gave us the support and encouragement that we really need. I can't, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And the Board of Trustees, and the librarians, and especially the patrons, and the people of Jamesburg, and our neighbors. Helmetta, this is for you. The people of Jamesburg, the patrons of Jamesburg, and for Helmetta. From my deepest heart, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rose. Next, we have our great library director, Gabriella Oakley.
Thank you, Councilman Emmons. Good evening. I am pleased to welcome everyone to the reopening of Jamesburg Public Library. Today is truly a monumental occasion and the start of a thrilling new chapter for our facilities. I often describe libraries as hubs of information and opportunities. Libraries are places where people from all walks of life can connect under a single roof. The library faced many challenges, including the pandemic and Tropical Storm Ida. I did not face these challenges alone. This year's theme for summer programming is called Together Now. And in the spirit of this theme, I thank everyone in this room for visiting the library, providing suggestions as we completed our new chapter, and for putting countless hours of your time to make today and our library's future a reality. Jamesburg and libraries have been part of many firsts in my own life, and I'm thrilled to start this future together and for many generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Oakley. Next, we want to invite to the stage librarian of the state of New Jersey, Jennifer Nelson.
In my job, I get to see a lot of libraries across the state, and walking into this particular library, I was really struck by the tone and the atmosphere, the welcoming that I felt as soon as I walked in. The first person who saw me was Gabriella, who I met in person before, and her first question was, "How can I help you?" And that's really what a library is all about. I want to thank the team library. I'm going to steal your team library, if that's okay. I think it's a nice way to talk about the ways that we support libraries. It's not just about being a friend of the library, it's really being in partnership and working with the library. I really appreciate that you all are doing that. I did want to take a special moment. Mayor one day actually said just about everything I could say. President Spillane came in a close second there, and of course Gabrielle was third. So I think what I'd like to leave you with is we think about libraries in the 21st century. There's a lot that can happen in a library, but all of it happens with the people. The technology changes, the books are here, and that kind of thing. People worry about artificial intelligence and what does that mean for libraries and that. And really, in some ways, it doesn't mean anything because it needs people to make it work. And we're always going to rely on people, like the wonderful staff you have here at the Jamesburg Library, the board of directors, and the supporters throughout the city that make it happen. So I want to wish congratulations to the whole community. I look forward to coming back for a children's story time because I used to be a children's librarian. Okay, we're out with you on the list. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. We appreciate you coming down. Next, I want to welcome to the stage Middlesex County Commissioner Chanel Scott McCollum.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here for the grand reopening of your Jamesburg Public Library. As I'm sure you'll all agree, public libraries are essential to our society. They provide access to books and other reading and research materials, as well as to much-needed technology. Just as important, they connect people with information about vital programs and services, and offer a gathering place where members of the community can come meet, socialize, exchange ideas, learn new things, relax, and read so much more. When I was speaking to the mayor earlier, I really was talking about this open space here, and that you would even invite your neighbors from Helmetta. So this is like the perfect space to or any type of social activity. Everyone benefits from the library: individual families, early learners, children and teens, students of all ages, seniors, veterans, people who are new to the community and to the United States. Really, just about anyone you can think of, because libraries are for everyone. Just take a moment, look around the room. Everybody that I described in my speech is actually in this room. And it's a very inviting environment. And that's what's so impressive about these renovations. In a relatively short amount of time, the Jamesburg Public Library has been reimagined and reconfigured into a space that truly meets the needs of the community, now and in the future. From the updated book collection with the permanent children's section upstairs and the new technology stations on the upper level, to the multifaceted community center that we're in here on the lower level. And all the other wonderful changes, these renovations are not only functional, but beautiful as well. And after Tropical Storm Henri and Ida caused flooding in this area, you've taken steps to not only repair the damage caused by the floods, but to mitigate the effects of future flooding that might occur in the library. You've really thought of everything. As chair of the county's Economic Development Committee, I oversee an array of educational and job training opportunities for residents of the county's educational institutions. So I'm especially happy to see that the newly redesigned library includes dedicated tutorial and study suites for students. This is so important and will benefit students of all ages. On behalf of the Board of County Commissioners, I want to congratulate the Board of Trustees of the Jamesburg Public Library on this successful project. These renovations are as thoughtful and as thorough, and they will benefit the community for years to come. I also want to congratulate and thank the library staff, Library Director Gabrielle Oakley, the librarians, and every employee who has worked hard, day in and day out, to make this library a friendly place for the entire community. I hope you enjoy spending time in this newly renovated space as much as the library patrons, will certainly enjoy it. And lastly, my congratulations to the residents of Jamesburg. Investing in your library is truly an investment in the future of your community, and I commend you on that. These updates were made with your needs in mind, and I know that you'll make great use of the redesigned space. So congratulations to you on your grand build. And I also want to talk about the sense of community. I actually happened to meet your local florist, Amy, and the beautiful flowers. So it seems like this library has brought the entire community together. So thank you for having me, and congratulations.
Thank you, Commissioner McCollum. Our last two speakers for the evening are from the state legislature. I want to welcome to the stage now Assemblyman Wayne Angelo.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for the invitation. Mayor, council members, board members, other elected officials. What a fantastic group this room is. This town has been, since I came in the front door to the library, everybody here has been welcoming, opening, and truly is the diversity of this community is shown here in this room. You know, I live in Hamilton Township in Mercer County, and one thing why libraries are very important to me, and I'm very passionate about libraries. My wife of 33 years has been on the library board in Hamilton for 18 of them. So if I don't do right by the libraries, I've got a lot of problems at home. But with that being said, you know, it really does offer the opportunity for those that don't have technology at home, they can come and use the library. The constant that's here, books will never change. The beautifulness of seeing the artwork of our local students will never change in every library. And as I look out there, one thing I can say for sure, that when I was a kid, I said, what the heck are CDs? They're saying here, what the heck are CDs? So we don't have that problem, right, anymore. But thank you for allowing me to be part of this tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you, Assemblyman. Next, I want to welcome to the stage Senator Linda Greenstein.
here speaks volumes about the people of Jamesburg. The fact that such a large crowd would come out for this event shows where all of you are, and where you are is you love libraries. You may not have always known it, but you know it now. This is a place you want to be. This is a community room. It has books. It has many other things, and all of you are really going to enjoy it. And I like to come to library openings. I always talk about two things very briefly. One is I grew up in Brooklyn, and there was a library. It was quite a distance from my house, and I used to walk there, whether I would go with a friend or walk by myself. It didn't matter. I had to get to the library. And I was so excited. We had a children's section on one floor and the adult section upstairs. And I was almost afraid to go to the adult section. I was young because I didn't know the mysteries there. But, I would occasionally go in and look at the books, and I was so excited that I was going to get an adult card and get to read these books. And then it finally happened. The other thing was, how many of you have read the book A Tree Grows in Brooklyn? So many of us of a certain age have read that book. And the thing that I most remember from that book was the young lady, the protagonist. Her name was Francie. And her biggest thing was going to the library. And she wanted to read every book in the library from A to Z. She started to do it. And I said to my mother, I'm going to do that. So I started, I got to a little bit of A. That was it. But I really tried. And, again, libraries were always special to me. I would always take my son when he was little and take him to the story hours and, still remember that. But I know for me, it was one of the best places ever, and I think it's going to be for you and most especially for the kids and grandkids. I do have a resolution. It's from myself, Assemblyman D'Angelo, and Assemblyman Benson, and I will not read it. I think that deserves a lot of applause. Certainly it talks about all the wonderful things here and all the things that are to come. So best of luck, and I hope you all have a lot of memories from this place.
All I can say is wow. Thank you so much to all of our guest speakers for coming here today and saying all the wonderful words that you did. We so appreciate you making the time to come down. And to everyone who's here right now, thank you so much for being here. There's so many people to thank, but I promise I will be brief. Thank you, Jamesburg DPW, Jamesburg Police, for all of your help. Thank you, Santo and Travatolo, for all of your time helping us out. Mary Lou and Monique from BFI. Jamesburg School for collaborating with us, always being a true friend and partner of the library. We so appreciate that. To Helmetta, Sandy, and Sal, thank you so much for being here. We're so glad that we're able to work together to try and promote literacy in Jamesburg and Helmetta with you. Thank you, Jimmy and Blue Street, for the shirts, Amy and Sweet Relief Time for the floral arrangements. Our administrator, Michael, and all the other borough council members as well for helping out with this project, being promoters of the library, and always helping us see through all of our projects. And a special, special thank you to Mayor Lawandi, not just for the lollipops, but for always being a friend, promoter, and the muscle for all things library. Thank you so much. Huge thank you to Team Library and the library staff, Arlene, Miles, Huck, and Gabrielle Oakley, our director. You guys make the library go around. We appreciate you guys so much. And a huge, extraordinary thank you to the rest of the Board of Trustees, our motley crew of trustees. I tell you, it's been, such a fun journey with you guys working on this together. Amy, Danielle, Kim, Dello, Rose, Dina, thanks so much for everything. It's been such a fun journey to get to this day, and so excited that we're able to do it finally for Jamesburg. And to all of you, thank you so much for all of your support and encouragement. It makes a huge difference, not just to the library, but to the community. And we've come such a long way in such a short period of time, and we're so proud of what the library means to our town. what it means to all of you. And I have to say, looking out at all of you right now, this was the dream, this was the vision, seeing all of you together here in this space. You know, we have the youngest and most diverse staff that we've ever had before, same thing with our board. You know, we're reflective of the community now, and there's a space for everyone here. And whether you read a book every day or whether you never read a book, there's also something here for you. And that's really what libraries are all about, and that's who we are here in Jamesburg. And so it really means a lot that we were able to do this and get it through, and we're so glad that all of you are here and part of all this. So I just want to say thank you and welcome to your Jamesburg Public Library. And without further ado, we're going to cut the ribbon now here, so I want to invite all of our speakers to help us cut the ribbon, and the rest of the board members and borough council members that are present, please come forward. We're going to do that now. Everyone,